Hello everyone, Squee here, and welcome to another update. So, before I get started, anyone who is very excited for XCOM 2 or likes our XCOM roleplay series that I haven't done for a very long time, stay tuned towards the end of the video. I've got a lot of stuff to get out for that one, but I'll save that for the end. Let's get everything else out of the way first. So first, I can sit in chairs again. Yay! Woohoo! Which makes you then wonder, okay, so what's going to happen? Am I going to do Jade Empire? Am I going to do Fallout 3? Am I going to do Witcher? Ideally, can I do all three? Which would be fantastic, but unfortunately, my time just does not allow it. One day, the channel is slowly growing, due to people like you, for some reason, liking people like me. So hopefully, maybe one day I'll be doing this full time again, which means I could do 3 or 4 LPs all at once, and that'd be great. But until then, I have to kind of be picky and choosy, because time is a commodity. At the moment, I'm having a lot of fun with Jade Empire, and I think I'm going to continue with that one until I blow through it. Jade Empire's not an incredibly long game, from what I remember. It's 20 to 30 hours-ish, which means maybe a month and a half, something like that. And then I'll get through that game, and then after that, I probably plan on start going back to Fallout 3, definitely. Witcher, I plan to get back to Witcher. The weird part about Witcher is it's not drawing me in as much as I'd hoped. I know what the first response to that's going to be. It gets better later on, and I will finish Witcher because I really want to play Witcher 2 and 3. But if I'm honest with myself and my time, I enjoy Witcher, but nowhere near as much as I'm enjoying the other stuff at the moment. Maybe I have to get 15 hours into it before I get really hooked. And I plan to get there, I'm just not in a great rush. So, I don't want everyone to be disheartened. I'm not abandoning Witcher. It's on my priorities list. It's not on the highest. So I'm going to, finish Jade Empire, then probably go back to Fallout 3. And maybe Fallout, and then Witcher if I have time. If I have time, I'll do Witcher. However, there's, something else that I'm about to talk about as well. Of course, there's Dragon Ball Z League, there's all the pen and paper games, all that stuff. None of that's going to change. That's all gravy. So yeah, that's basically the look for the next little while, at least, until I make another update, because things got crazy again and I have to rearrange things. But yeah, so on to the big thing. So the number one request I get from everyone, the number one message, not everyone, obviously, but the most, I get messages, PMs, comments, one of two things. When am I going to continue the XCOM roleplay, and have I heard about XCOM 2? And the amount of people who have asked this is crazy. It is by far the most requested, thing, by you guys. I mean, far and away. Plus, I've been talking a lot with Mickey. If you guys don't know, I do every Tuesday, or it seems like every other Tuesday lately, but every Tuesday I try and do like a versus campaign with Mickey Rinraw on XCOM. So we've been talking about it a lot, and I've thought about it long and hard, and there's so many people who want me to continue the roleplay, and so many people that want me to do XCOM 2 because of what I've done with XCOM. And I'm really, really excited for XCOM 2, so that I'm going to do it. Why not? Let's do an XCOM 2 roleplay. I mean, it's what a lot of you guys want. It's something that I would love doing. And, what's this channel here for if not, to do things that we love to do? So, F it. Throw some confetti in the air, throw caution to the wind, and let's do it. Let's do an XCOM 2 roleplay. The game comes out, next Friday, so like February 5th, I think. I don't know exactly when I'll start. It'll be like that week sometime. I plan on playing this game the second it comes out, and if I'm going to play it and do a roleplay, how crazy would it be to do a blind roleplay? I feel sorry for the people who roleplay in it, but, that's probably what I'll do. So then you're asking, well, what about the current roleplay? What are we going to do with that one? What about Season 3? Well, here's what we're going to do with Season 3. In order for XCOM 2 to be canon, XCOM 1 they fail. They fail in XCOM 1. So that's the canon story they go with. So I'm planning on one more video for XCOM Season 3 to kind of set up XCOM 2. So, be looking for that, hopefully in the next few weeks or so. But, hopefully it'll be a nice little end to XCOM Season 3. Even though it'll be a bit of a downer, it will at least match XCOM 2. I am saying this, there are no limits for who tries out to be, or who tries to be in XCOM 2's roleplay. If you were a soldier in XCOM Season 3, it's fine. And you want to still be an XCOM soldier in XCOM 2, hey, go do it. The game will choose who's in it. I won't, so I don't mind. You can try again. Okay? I'm sorry for those of you in Season 3 who wanted to see the game go through to completion, but I don't have time to continue that one and do XCOM 2, and I think XCOM 2 would be a lot more fun. And plus, hey, we're supposed to lose, because that's how XCOM 2 starts. So yeah, there's that. I have to get the details worked out, like when I'm going to do it, if I'm going to stream it, if I'm not going to stream it. Obviously, streaming it would be better, because that way, it's live. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it exactly and when I'm going to do it exactly, but I will be doing it. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the description below, but XCOM is a tactical strategy game where you get to name and customize all your soldiers, and they become very unique, and you grow very attached to them. And I hit on the idea. I certainly wasn't the first one to do it, but I hit on the idea from some other YouTubers of allowing YouTube viewers, you guys, to take the personas of the soldiers. In other words, create a backstory and a character, and you get to customize what they look like. And as we go through the game, when your character goes on a mission and things happen, you write journal entries on the forums of what your soldier experienced or did, and if another soldier dies, how they react to that. You literally kind of roleplay together. And I thought that this added so much more to the game because it turned it from faceless soldiers to people with real stories and backgrounds for viewers who chose to follow it. If you were just a viewer and watching the game, but also knew that soldier that just died had journals and entries and things that you could read, it made it much more powerful when things happened. So we're going to do that for XCOM 2. And we're going to do that probably starting at the end of next week sometime. And here's how we're going to do it. If you are interested in such a thing, first let me stress, and I say this every time, so those of you who are veterans, you know what I'm going to say, but for those of you who aren't, if you are interested in participating, there's a couple of things that I request. I request, number one, that you be committed to it. If you want to have a soldier in the XCOM 2 roleplay and play as this soldier, be able to make, a post a week. You don't have to be every day on the forums making posts, no. But I would like you to keep up with your character, to write posts, to roleplay your character so that you bring them to life. Because, especially with vanilla XCOM, where there's only, maybe 20 soldiers, there's very limited space. And if you aren't going to roleplay, there's a lot of other people who would love that position. So if you want to participate as a role player, I only ask that you be able to actually roleplay the character. If you can't, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You can be a viewer and just like me, because I kind of am a viewer, and just watch it and have a great time. But yeah, so if you love the idea, if you're interested in getting together with like 20 some odd other people and role-playing soldiers, then here's what we're going to do. In the description below, there's going to be a link to a thread on my forums, which I have made, by the time you watch this, called XCOM 2 Roleplay Recruitment. On there, I want you to leave a post, with your soldier's name. It could be any name you want. I'm throwing away the rule of has to be a famous person's name or anything like that. Screw it. Any name you want, as long as it's a real name. Don't throw, Thundercloud 86, nothing like that. A real person's name. You can be, any name you want, like I said, as long as it's a real person. So, what I need is a name, a gender, a country. Go ahead and put what class you'd like to be. I don't know everything about the classes that are available. I do know there is, Ranger, which is kind of like your scout or assault. You know what? Let me talk for people who don't know the games. Ranger is like your scout, the guy that runs around and kills people with a sword and is very mobile and gets up in enemies' faces. You've got your sharpshooter, which is like your sniper and pistoleer. You've got your grenadier, which is your heavy weapons guy. He carries around the large machine gun and a grenade launcher. And then you've got your specialist. That's your techie guy. He has a little drone that follows him and he hacks things and takes down defenses and heals people and buffs them and does that. Put down, which of those you prefer. I don't promise that you'll get that, but at least put down if you care. And then a simple backstory. And that's it. That's all I want you to put for now, and I'll explain why. And of course, I'll have these again in the thread. Just read the first post, and it'll tell you what you need to put. I don't want you to put a bunch of customization options yet. You can put like what race your character is and that kind of thing. If they're old, if they're young, what kind of hair. Like, give me a general rough description, but nothing too specific, because the game has a really cool feature called a soldier pool. And what happens is I'm going to put everyone who signs up for this. If I get 100 people, I'm going to be putting in 100 entries, which is why I want you to keep it short for now. Give me name, gender, and I need a gender, male or female, I don't care either. I need one. Short, very short background, and what class you'd like to be if you care. And of course, old, young, very rough, small description, because here's the thing. I'm going to put everyone into that pool. Everyone's going to get a soldier with their name in there who wants to participate in that pool. And then the game is going to choose my soldiers for me from that pool. So my soldiers I start off with will be chosen from that pool. The soldiers I get later on will be chosen from that pool. So I don't have to do any random selecting. I don't have to choose who's in and who's not. Excuse me. I just put you all in there, and the game will randomly pick you for me. So that's how that's going to go. Keep in mind, there will be less people than in the Long War, because that's just the way Vanilla XCOM is. I'll probably only have 2 squads. And then what I'm going to do probably for colors is going to be, actually, you know what? Yeah. And I'm going to do probably 2 squads and 1 squad, because I do like having some, similarities. I like to be able to tell what squad's what. 1 squad will have warm colors, which is red, orange, yellow, some mix of that. And 1 squad will be cool colors, which is blue, green, purple, or some mix of that. So put down a color like that you like. Like if for each one. If you're in a squad with warm colors, what kind of warm color would you like? If you're in a squad with cool colors, what kind of cool color would you like? And by cool, I mean, if you know anything about art, you know what I'm talking about. But blue, green, purple, some mix of those colors. No black, no white. And then warm, like I said, yellow, orange, red. It's some mix of those. I think pink would be considered that. But that way we have some way to tell the 2 squads apart. And put 1 for each, because you don't know what squad you're going to be in. So like, if I'm in this squad, I want blue. If I'm in this squad, I want red. And that's it for now. Afterwards, once the soldiers picked, once I get, 15, 20 soldiers, then I will come to you and say, how do you want this soldier customized? That way, I only do it to the people who are in there instead of 100 people. So yeah, that's how we're going to do that. And I think this is going to be really fun and really exciting, because I know a little bit about this game. A little bit. But I don't know much. And I'm probably going to get a lot of people killed. Yay! But hey, whatnot. Hey, I've been talking long enough, so that's it. Go to the link in the thread below, read the first post, I beg you, and sign up if you want. And if you don't want to sign up but you still think this sounds exciting, then yay, get excited, because this should be really fun. And yeah, that's that, and I will talk to you guys later.